Hey, thanks for tuning back in and checking us out. We got another drill of the week for you. This is a shooting, passing, catching, cutting drill. We like to involve as many aspects of our attack in every drill that we do. This is a drill that's really good for that. We tried to be really clever and call it 125 shooting. It was very confusing to some people because they thought 125 was our goal or that's how long we shot for. So I'll explain to you why we called it 125 shooting. We also will call it Eastern Michigan shooting. I got this from a good friend of mine, the head coach now at Eastern Michigan, Fred Castro. We kind of took it and tweaked it a little bit to fit the way we like to play. So it can either be called Eastern Michigan shooting or 125 shooting. The reason we came up with 125 was because your goal is to get 35 points before 2 minutes elapses. So you see the clever here, 125, 35 minutes before 2 o'clock. Not as funny to some people as it was to me, but that's okay. So let's just get to what the drill is about. It's a shooting, passing, cutting drill. All these things have to be timed up. Otherwise, you don't get enough shots. Passes have to be crisp. Otherwise, shooters aren't catching it in their pocket. So you get a lot of pop out of a 2-minute shooting drill. The idea is to get to 35 points before 2 minutes elapses. Here's the way we score it. A made three obviously gets our team 3 points. If that shot is missed, but the two rebounders can get the rebound while in the air and tip the ball in, we're going to give them 2 points. 1 point for a stick back. So if it's a long rebound that we can track down before the ball bounces and score from that spot, we're going to pick up 1 point. This is something that we've added. We now go -1 point for every time the ball bounces on a miss. On this video, we hadn't started counting that yet, but I'll show you how we would have scored it on this day and the day since we've added this. So if there's a long rebound and it bounces 3, 4, 5 times, it's going to be -5 points. So it becomes a rebounding drill too, a pursuit drill. We're not hitting anybody, but we are pursuing rebounds. A couple of different ways to score the drill that we've come up with. You can see how long it takes you to get to the 35. First and foremost, can you even do it? The first time we did it, we didn't get it. But then you keep a running track of the time it takes us to get that. The other way you can score it that we've been doing, how many total points can we get in the 2 minutes? So let's look at one of these examples from one day that we were in Walton Arena. You could start with a weave. You could start with any action. I'm not a big weave guy. I'm more of a skip pass, crisp cross-court pass. So we do start with 3 lines. Balls would be in the middle. We'll pass to one side. The shot will come from here. So the pass will come from here to here and then across down to our shooter. Kieran will be our first shooter. So you see the time here. We don't start the time of the drill until the first shot is taken. So you'll be able to track our score right here, and then you can be able to see the time as it changes as our players start to move. Okay, so we put the ball into play, get a pass, 1-2 step shot, and that's a miss. Okay, so she can't get the 3 points. We do get the rebound before the ball bounces, but we freeze and we don't put the ball back up. So we cost ourselves a point there. Jalen gets a shot. We've got 3. One group can start as soon as the other group's ready to rebound. Here we get a tip in for 2. So now we've got 5 points. This 3 is getting ready to go to 5 because we've made a 3 and we've got a tip in. Another made 3. We're at 8. A miss. So this is where we hadn't put the drill in yet. The ball bounces once. This is the reason when I was watching this on film, we added this. This ball bounces 1 time. So that would have been a minus point for today. So you're going to see the score go down. But watch how this ball continues to bounce. When I watched this on film, it infuriated me. So we've now added pursue the ball. This would have been later on. If we do this drill today, this would have become a -4 or a -5. Ball continues to bounce. Back to the shooting. We get another made 3. We love to shoot 3s, so we're going to practice 3s. We're up to 13. We're trying to get to 35 before the time runs out. We're up to 16. Maybe should have just come down with it. They start to realize, hey, I want to tip it in. Now we're back to 18. Long miss, but we get it. Miss the easy one. Miss 3, 1-pointer. Back to 19. About halfway through, time's running down. Another miss 2. Opportunity. There's 2. We get hot. There's 3. We're at 21. We got to get to 35, so we've got to make some shots. -1. Back down. We're starting to get smart here now. We're not trying to tip balls in that are too far behind us. Made 3. We're at 27. We're at 30. Get a little hot going here. Time it up. We're at 31. I'm going to start calling a travel on that when she does that next time. We're at 32. 33. This is for the win. So there's 35. So if we were going for time that day, we would record 24.6. If we were going for total score, we would go ahead and continue to shoot until this number gets to 0. The other thing that we love to do is challenge other universities. So for instance, with Eastern Michigan, I'll call Coach Castro and say, hey, Fred, why don't you guys shoot Eastern Michigan shooting today? We'll shoot it. Let's call and compare times. The teams love that. They love to compete on a daily basis, not only amongst themselves, but also as a team against other universities. Find your friends in coaching, challenge your rivals. I hope a lot of players aren't watching this. Hopefully mainly this is coaches watching. So I'll tell you this. Sometimes you don't even have to call those other coaches. Just tell your players you did it. They'll never understand. They'll never know, and you can get some bang for your pop. But this week's shooting drill, 125, Eastern Michigan shooting. Don't call it Razorback shooting. Give Eastern Michigan the credit for it. Tweak it, make it to become your own. Make the passes different, shoot from different spots on the floor. Make this drill your own. Make this fit what you're trying to do with your team and what you're trying to get accomplished. Hey, thanks for watching our drill of the week. Be sure to check back for updates every week.